Hi, this is Katie, and thank you for joining me on the My Senses, My Space podcast. And this is the penultimate episode of 2002. I'm not sure where it's going after this, but after 99 episodes, we'll see. I am doing a 100th, not to leave you hanging or anything. But today I wanted to talk about finding your way. And this is, to me, like the core of what I love helping people with. I am a coach for anyone needing support through neurodiversity or chronic illness or both. Sometimes it's how to support our kids. Sometimes it's how to support ourselves. And it's really important to kind of take a step back and look at everything you're trying to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So what finding your way means to me is how you're dealing with the ups and downs of life. So your everyday of, do you have routines? Do you have systems? Do you have things set up that help you, guide you through repetitive things that you're doing every day? But for people who need variety, it doesn't have to be strict at all. It can be something that is a block of time that you say, well, this is my creative time. And also feeling like your body is ready for that creative time, because sometimes it isn't. I have been there. And knowing that you get to choose what to do during that creative time. Or if this is your cleaning time or your decluttering time or your planning time, that you have a small list of things that you can choose what to do next during that time. And then very much listening to your body and seeing if that's the right next step for you. Because so many times, and I've seen this from so many different planners, they'll have like, okay, I'm going to do this from here to here. And then they come upon that time and it doesn't work. And that's okay. That's why I leave so much white space in my schedule. I really, along with doing podcasts, I have my YouTube channel called Planning My Energy. And you can see it if you just Google Katie and Planning My Energy, or any of the links, I'll leave it linked below. But all of my planning, I leave so much white space, so much, buffer space is what I like to call it, around things so that I can change on a whim, that I can change and decide like it would be so much more beneficial. And I really key in on that word beneficial, meaning it's not only good for everyone else, it's good for me too. It's good for the situation. It's good for everything. It just would be so much better if I took a different path today. And that's okay. But I let my purpose guide me through all of that. So if I am really wanting to focus on a certain thing, because I really want to get the word out, like my podcast here. I love talking and communicating these concepts to you and trying to help support you through your life, that it really drives me to want to complete those tasks. And I will deal with the messy middle parts and all the extra little things that surround it in the time that I need to take for that. And sometimes it takes a little longer than I expect. And sometimes things pop up that I need to support my son or I need to support my family. And I'm glad I have that ability to kind of go, okay, I'm putting other things on pause and I'm going to do this now. A lot of that's privilege, because I do have a husband who supports a lot of what we do, but I also am supporting him, right, through getting all of the bits, all of those things of caring for the home and caring for our son, and doing that in tandem and doing that together. but it takes our whole family to keep our family running. So thinking about like, how do I find my way through by using my purpose, by using what I care most deeply about, like especially if I'm going to consider any type of volunteering anywhere, it's really important for me to know that, I give myself time to try things, and I give it, not just like once, usually it's multiple times. I've worked in parks, I've worked in schools, I've worked in I've donated, to help women get interviews and jobs and stuff like that, and helping support those organizations. There's so many different things I've tried over the years, and I do find that what does work best is something tactile at times, which was working in the parks. I was able to, get my hands dirty, literally, and meet new people that way. But then other times it was too much. Like I used to do that when I was a lot younger. So gauging how my body can have energy throughout the day. I had a lot more energy back then, and I had a lot more time on my hands because I didn't have my son yet. So life shifts, and knowing that I have tools to find my way through all of these hard times. I'm not going to always have the tools at the ready, but with practice, I can also try to form new tools that maybe I haven't found yet, and find things that will help me just get curious about what I can do in this world, really find what I value the most, and really connect with other people with how I can serve them best. So it's a whole bunch of different things that come together that form this drive of finding your way. And it can be really hard to sort that all out. It can be really hard to go, well, why am I here? Why am I, getting this feeling inside of me that there's more that I want to do? Am I feeling like I'm doing too much and I need to pull back? Is this particular season temporary? Usually it is. I will say that almost all seasons have a temporary feeling, but there's also, especially with chronic illness, it is always there. It is always figuring out what your baseline is and seeing what you can do after you're taking care of yourself. So I pose this question to you. How do you find your way? What has helped you find your way? Because we're all still learning. But it's just like boundaries. It's not about insisting it's done a certain way or telling someone else what to do. It's how we react in the moment. So having tools to react to whatever comes our way in our daily lives, having tools to say well, if this person does this, then I'm going to do this, because it's only what you can control, right? It's only what's in your locus of control, your what you can directly affect in your everyday. That's all you can do. You can't control other people. You can't control how they feel. You can't control how things happen. And there's so many times where we just have to let go and figure it out in the moment. So having those tools and knowing that you can get through it is one of the most powerful things. So if you need any help, I'm always available to strike up a conversation. And thank you for joining me on the My Senses, My Space podcast.